Mission Control, the space pod has landed. Hey everybody, Space Pod here, and I am in the game called Star Citizen. Star Citizen, this is a Chris Roberts game, and it's from Cloud Imperium, and it is freaking awesome. I've been wanting to play a game like this forever, basically. It's pretty much my dream game, where you can have your own ship, and you can crew it, and you can have many ships and a hangar, and there's sort of a sim element, there's exploration, there's combat, so very exciting. Ever since I was a little kid, I played with space Legos and whatnot, and have always been interested in this kind of stuff. And obviously I have like a spacesuit that I wear, basically the NASA EVA suit. It's my motorcycle suit, but of course I made it look like that. And so obviously I'm a fan of this whole genre. Anyway, this is a Chris Roberts game. I got to meet him once at a CES years ago. That was pretty awesome. I also met Richard Garriott, founder of Origin Systems. And here we go. This is my hangar. Yay, this is the AeroView hangar. Let me give you just a little look-see. Now, I'm not going to do a typical review of this because those are all over the web. I'm sort of giving you my version. Now, as a motovlogger, I think it'd be cool to get a bunch of motovloggers playing this game. Joe, M750, he's already going to join me on this ship occasionally. He's going to have his own ship too. But this ship will seat 5 people. It's called the Constellation Andromeda, or Connie Andy. And when I bought this ship, it came with the hangar. It actually came with a special hangar called the Revel in York, which maybe I'll show you later. But it's over bright. It's a little too light. All the textures look washed out. So this is actually, I think, the best looking hangar, called the AeroView. And there's another one called Southland, which is pretty cool. It's kind of Star Wars look, but I like this one the best. So there are some treats that came with this. This is pretty standard. It's your holo view. And you have all the ships that you own, which is weird because there's an extra ship here, the Hornet, which I don't know that I own that, but it's not in my ship list, but it's listed here, weirdly enough. So this is basically weapons, ammo, power, shields, etc. It's pretty cool. You can hit use again to get out of that. The package I bought also came with a workbench. Can't do much with it yet, but it's pretty cool. And a fish tank, which is awesome. And it came with some special fish. So let's see if I can find the special real quick here. Some of these are bioluminescent, which is pretty awesome. This is actually really well done. What else? Okay, so there's a buggy that comes with it. Now, unfortunately, the buggy is bugged, so I can get in it, but I can't drive it anywhere. I'll get in it just so you can see how cool the animation looks, which blew me away when I first used it for the first time. Here we go. So, that's pretty cool, eh? Now, I can't go anywhere, unfortunately. You can see me spinning the wheels, but nothing happens. So I'll go ahead and escape that. Now, I'm a space fan. I'm also a game developer. I've been in the business since 1989, and lately I've been art directing. And yeah, so I love this kind of stuff as a developer, as a gamer, as an artist myself. This thing, I think, is how you get into the simulators, but I don't know how to use it yet. You would think it's simple, but it's not. Like, you'll see. Arena Commander, none of these are clickable. I don't know what the heck is up with that, but that's fine. I'll figure it out later. I'm still a noob. I've only been playing this game since Friday. I love the immersion aspect. So what I really like about games is a sense of place, a sense of travel, micro and macro interaction. Let me show you the floor, how awesome it is. I just crouched down. Really nicely done spec in normal maps. So I like macro and micro travel. So the idea of, let's say I'm running around a hangar, right? I'm on foot. And then you have this massive ship, and I'm going to show you that. This is the coup de grace. Pièce de résistance is the ship here. So I'm going to go in that too. This is going to be a comprehensive tour. And I like micro travel. So like, let's say I could be eating lunch planetside, and then I can get in my ship and go across the galaxy. Then I can get out and do something small and mundane somewhere else. I love that. To me, that's insanely immersive. And if you would think about it, I think anime does that as well. Anime is very good at that. They'll have intergalactic travel. Next thing you know, Min May and Rick Hunter are eating noodles together. It's just so great. So let me explain this. There's two ships here. So I bought this Constellation Andromeda, which you can see is amazing. Actually, let me get in the elevator and show you an overview. That little ship you see in the front is called the P-52 Merlin. And Merlin is actually an homage to the P-51 Mustang engine. It had a Merlin engine. So that's actually pretty cool. Going in the elevator, I'm going to show you an overview of the ship, wide shot, and I'll show you my character as well. So let's get out. The elevator's pretty sweet by itself. Look at that. So that is the Constellation Andromeda. Now I'm going to show you my character. So there's the character. Now what's cool is if you look down or you look up, your character's head actually moves. See that? Now I'm looking up. So that's actually pretty awesome. Now I'm looking way down. I haven't actually flown the ship yet because I don't know how to do that just yet. I'm sure there's a way to do it. Now this game is alpha, so it's very early. In game development, it's alpha first, then beta, then release, and they'll patch the release to make it better. So alpha is very, very early, and normally you don't get to play a game in alpha. So the fact that they're even rolling it out now for the Kickstarter backers is pretty awesome. And they've raised like $86 million, which is incredible. And I've donated some of that, yay! So I'm not just a player, I'm also a backer, and I'm glad to back it because this is like my dream game. I swore off games for a while just because I was so busy developing and doing art and whatnot, but I had to play this game. There's not a whole lot to play just yet, but I'm getting a huge amount of just excitement just being able to walk around the ship and the hangar and configure everything. Now let's take an awesome look at these textures. I'm going to lay down prone. Look at that. Very nice. The specularity on all these different textures just is so well done. Okay, so let's go into our big ship, shall we? This is the Constellation Andromeda. It's sort of a multi-function cargo ship, but also not just cargo. It's multi-configurable. It's also exploration. It's also got plenty of hard points, missiles, guns, etc. It'll seat 5 people. Some of these, there's many variants of the Constellation. There's like, I don't know, 4 or 5 variants. This is the only one available now. And this seats 5. Some of them seat 4. Some of them are more oriented for exploration. Some are more oriented for like a military type use. This is a really cool ship. And it's sort of multi-configurable, which I like because I may want to change it up. Let's go ahead and get in one of these seats. I would get in this seat, but only the left and right seats are working. I'm sure the middle one will become available as they improve this. And that's the other thing that's exciting for me, is to see what they change and update as time goes on. As someone who backed the project and is also just a fan. Looks like there's a heads-up display thing. I'm going to get out of the seat here. Let's see if I can break the view and show you this. Okay, so here we go, front view. And that's me looking right at the control interface. Okay, so let's go ahead and get out. And I'm going to take you through the rest of the ship. Okay, now you have manned turrets, or if you're a woman turrets. So I can actually get in these right now, which is cool. I'm going to get in the seat. And I think that's what these are. Yeah, these are the manned turrets. There's 2 of them, as you can see. Oh yeah, so that's pretty sweet. You can see the hatch open up. And I'm inside, and yep, that's pretty awesome. So yeah, I can help protect the ship if I were gunning for another Connie or someone else was gunning for me. Look at that RSI logo. Really nice. Let's go ahead and break the view and take a look at myself, if that's even possible, in context. Oh, there we go. Let's check that out. That is one hell of a turret. Look at that. I wish I could swivel it around and stuff. So that's pretty sexy. Okay, let's go ahead and get out. And this is like the ultimate Lego set for me right now, even though I can't really play it just yet. And maybe I can, I just haven't figured out how to get into Arena Commander yet, or the Sim. I'm also researching the best controller to use, and that will take some time, I'm sure. So let's go to the rest of the ship, shall we? Okay, so a lot of this stuff, I'm still exploring it. I love all the little lit displays and such. This is the drop-down thing, which gets you down to the ground. This is a sort of an eating area. The problem is that bench and that table don't really mesh. It's like that table would be spearing you in the gut. Otherwise, pretty sweet. Oh, check this out. Okay. This is like a shower sink combo. See? And it's like a weird fan showery thing. This, of course, is the toilet. Pretty sweet. I can lift that up. Looks like it's a little worn. They should have put a new toilet in here. Great. Lots of storage lockers, it looks like. Let's go to the rear part of the ship. Okay, here's the cargo hold. And I'm just looking at the various items here. I don't know what everything is yet. Access route. I love all those signage and stuff. It's just great. The little lighting on the ground. Now there are crew quarters here where you can sleep. So it looks like these are crew quarters, I think. I'm still learning. Let's go down to the cargo hold. Okay, now this is pretty sexy because when you want to load your ship, you're going to want to go ahead and drop this down. So let's do that. And you see the hydraulics working with oil smears. Okay, so this is the cargo hold open. And we can go ahead and go back up. Let's use the ladder. Alright, so let's go toward the back of the ship. Now, the great thing about this game, well, there's many great things, but they let you bind the tab key. And I played Quake a long time, and Capture the Flag, and Team Fortress, and tabbing for strafe left is like my age-old tab setting. And thankfully this game lets you do that, because I hate it when games don't let you bind the tab key. So, what is all this stuff? Let's see if we can read this. Multiple exit support. Now this is the area, this is how you would normally get into the P-52 Merlin, right? So you would go in here, and then that Merlin is mounted inside of this ship, and then you could have someone fly that Merlin to help defend you. So, since we've talked about the Merlin, some lighting, let's go ahead and look at the Merlin. Just jump down here, go ahead and drop down. Now this P-52 Merlin is normally mounted in your ship, as I mentioned, but in this view right now in the hangar they just have it mounted outside, probably so you can get inside of it. Let's take a look at this, how sleek it is. Hopefully I'm moving smoothly enough for you guys where you're not going to get sick. This is very sleek, but this is more of a harassment fighter. See if I can circle strafe around without getting close. Here we go. Here's the back of it, looking in the engines. Okay, let's go ahead and get in. Now, when I got in the first time, I was like, oh my gosh, I was so blown away. Here we go. Check it out. Oh my gosh. Handhold right there on the wing, even though you don't need wings in space. The canopy closes. Oh my gosh, so cool. you can actually see yourself in these things. The mouse is inverted, so it's a little weird for me, but I'm going to try to be smooth here. So look at that. Now I can get out of the ship. There we go, let's frame that view nicely. Get out of the ship like this. And now I'm getting out, and there we go. I thought it was going to third person, but it actually reverts back to first person view. Unfortunately, I have to walk because my buggy's bugged until they unbug it. That's pretty sweet. I love this lighting here. So you can see how huge this hangar is. And this is all really nice. All this detail right here. Underneath. So we've been inside the ship. Now we're outside the ship. And it's just massive. It's pretty cool. This is like the second biggest ship you can buy. There are bigger ships out there, but they cost like over $1,000, which, you know, yeah, I'm not going to spend that. I thought this was a good value, though. So we'll make our way to the back of the hangar, and we'll check out the fish tank real quick, and then we'll call it. So here's the fish tank. Pretty sweet. That's one of the special fish right there. And see that old helmet? Looks like a Halo helmet, kinda. Workbench. We showed you the hollow deck thingy. We showed you that. Check this out. Some goodies in here. That's pretty cool. Second fish tank, maybe? Smells a bit rank. So yeah, this was the AeroView hangar with the Constellation Andromeda. Let's go ahead and get into this little office area here. And this has been Space Pod, and this is Star Citizen. And I hope you enjoyed that. Hope to see you in the game. Space Pod out.